Ever wanted to know how to build an app? Here's a step-by-step guide for beginners. 1. Workshop the idea and strategy. During an in-person or online app strategy workshop, the development team discusses and fine-tunes the app concept with the client. You must understand the target audience and business goals of the app, ultimately mapping out the features and user stories or flows of the app. 2. Document the requirements. After the workshop, a business analysis will document the outcomes of the workshop and fill in any missing details. It's important to make sure the expectations of all stakeholders are aligned before app development commences. 3. Design the user experience, UX. The design process is broken into a few different phases. The UX design is what will be included on each screen. The goal here is to map out a simple and intuitive experience for the user. 4. Design the user interface, UI. This step involves the designer taking the UX wireframes and turning them into a visually appealing user interface design. 5. Create a design prototype. It is common for designers to create a design prototype once user interface designs are complete. This enables the client and stakeholders to click through the design like they would the finished app before any development begins. 6. Develop the backend. A backend is only required for apps that have user accounts, apps that need to store data online, or apps that share data between devices and users. 7. Develop the front end. The front end is the part of the app the user can see and interact with. It is installed on the user's device and usually receives content or data from the back end using what we call APIs. 8. Test the app. You'll need to be prepared to do some serious testing if you want to develop an app. Testing is a crucial part of the app development process. 9. Debug the app. All apps have bugs. Bugs are unavoidable because software is written by humans and humans are imperfect. One tiny spelling mistake or misplaced comma can cause an app to function incorrectly. 10. Deploy the app to a live environment. An app and its code exist on what we call a dev or staging server. Here, the data can only be accessed by the developer and stakeholders, but not by the public. Then it is ready for deployment to a live environment. 11. Release the app on the app stores. In order to publicly release an app, it must first be submitted to the relevant app stores. The most common are the iTunes App Store for iOS apps and the Google Play Store for Android apps. 12. Maintain the app post-launch. Post-launch maintenance is possibly the most overlooked phase in the app development process. It is a critical factor in the life of any app. After initial launch, an app will start to collect real user data and feedback. So that's how you make an app. At Dreamwalk, we use an agile methodology, which means these steps don't always happen in this particular sequence. Often multiple steps will happen concurrently and we'll loop back and forward between them in an iterative fashion. Find us online at dreamwalk.com.au.